Alright, in that last video I showed you a tune. Now I'm going to tell you the weakness to the tune. I don't want to give away just a perfect answer. You know what I mean? But I am going to give you the perfect truth to this. Now the car has a slight leaning issue. This is from anti-roll and suspension following the damping. Now if you level your suspension out properly and you do your damping properly, your car will not have that sway like this one does. So I'm going to show you now. I'm going to hold the phone for you. I'm going to show you now. I've moved my tire pressure to 15.0. It's dropped my braking distance. Now my first gear wasn't enough, so I moved it forward. And basically what I'm doing is I'm looking for the tires to stop spinning. I think that I can move my camera down a little bit because that might be what it is. Now this is where I'm seeing my problem. See, the car is also too high. It's got too much of a lift on it. So I want to lower it. I'm going to go 5.8 on it. And 5.6 in the rear. Okay. So it's got a suspension issue, so I'm making my spring stiffer. I've went up to about 500 in the rear. I'm going to go up to 400 in the front. Probably about 430, 420 or so. Like, okay, so now the damping, now I've found another issue. So see, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it closer to where I got my bump stiffness. Alright. Now remember, I want to have the rear lower on my rebound so that the rear stays dipped. Now this is going to make it hook corners. Now if you can properly do this, the bump stiffness too. See, I've got it slightly lower. Okay, differential. Now I'm going to try it with this differential again. So I just showed you a whole different way. Now I'm driving with one hand. You see how my car is bouncy? That's just where I want it. Alright. I let off gas and hit it. I mean, I've got some good sway, you see what I mean? I've got ability with this car now. So if I'm playing infected, you know what I mean? I'm driving with one hand, so you'll have to understand. I'm pushing the throttle by the bed. I've only got a second gear. I'm on the phone, but I mean, you see, if I could do that with one hand, okay, see how the car shifted? I want the car to stay straight. I mean, yeah, if I was going to throw it into the corner, I want it to curve like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to about 57%. I'm leaving it at 160%. Actually, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I think that the pressure's too much. I'm going to lower it to about 93 and try it. I took off in a second. 120. Okay, on the curb. Hold on. Let me turn around. Alright, we're past second gear. I'm about to slam the brakes up here. I thought it was pretty good for an S2. I mean, I'm not done with it. I've kind of just tampered with it a couple of ways just to kind of show you direction. It handles better now. Watch. I'm going to take off in third because I don't want to shift. I'm doing this one-handed. Now, the easier you turn the wheel, I use simulation steering with the joystick because the easier you turn it, the better your car handles at high speeds. It's one of the best tips you can get out there. If you jerk your wheel like I just showed you, your car has so much ability that, you know, it's jerking so much it's getting sideways. So, or you're losing, you don't want your tire marks on the ground, you know what I mean? Tune your car so it leaves no tire marks while it's cornering. That's in your differential and your suspension. It's all in how it leans on the road. And you just got to get look, you got telemetry I'm going to show you. Springs. I mean, you drive around and look at your spring dip. You know, you want to have a comfortable spring. Look, my right spring was gone. Offset. It's just completely gone. It's not even showing up. You see that? So, something's wrong at this point. Alright. I'm going to say that because it's negative, that's why it's like that. We're going to go positive 8 and see what it does. It's positive 0.8, yeah. Okay, I've got 20, I've got it coming. We've got almost even. It's 22. Now I'm ready to go. Hang on, let me stop with my e-brake and see what happens. 22-21. So that means I corner better to the left than I do the right. Possibly. It just depends because the road's changing, see? Alright. You got body acceleration. And now this tells you your tire pressure, your temp, the angle. I mean, your camber. If you're doing drag, I look at it like you want zeros. Depending on how much tire, you know, you want your tire surface on the ground. So that when it lights the tires up with soft tire pressure to the middle of the tire is what heats up on the power grid here first, okay? Because when you drift, you see how the shaders? Okay, now I'm telling you, when you launch your car and it spins at all, you want the middle bar to be the first one to light up. Not to the right to the left, or the left to the right. So that's where my alignment's off, okay, for drag. But I'm telling you, if you make it to where the middle ones light up all four on an all-wheel drive, then you'll have the best launch out there.